Alright guys, we're ready here to review the King of the Ring 2001 pay-per-view here on Fog Wrestling. We're actually currently watching AEW Revolution, and to be honest, I wish we were rewatching King of the Ring for the second time because
goddamn right,
far superior show to this. Anyway, speaking of King of the Ring, we will crown a new king tonight. The last four competitors in the tournament are Kurt Angle, Christian, Edge and Rhino. And it's been entertaining. I've liked the King of the Ring so far because the matches that you've had on the Raws and SmackDowns have been short, quick, and they've had like a mini feud with these four. Obviously, Rhino and Kurt Angle are associates of Edge and Christian. They're all kind of friendly, and
Team Wreck, apparently.
Yeah, and you've had these like wee skits where Christian always seems to be the last guy to have his match, and he'll come backstage and he'll be like, "What are you? Is this the last 8 club, the quarterfinal club?" Then he's like, "Is this the semi club?" And because the people are further advanced than he is, and he's still to have his match. So I mean, that was pretty good. Anyway, we're kicking off with Kurt Angle Christian, decent match. Shane Mcmahon comes out, costs Christian the match. Kurt Angle didn't know it, but at this stage it was because Shane McMahon wanted Angle to go further in the tournament.
And neither did the commentators.
Yeah, although I think anyone with a brain cell could have probably guessed that, but whatever. Up next with Edge defeating Rhino. I know both these matches were decent, so we're going to have Edge versus Kurt later tonight. King of the Ring final.
Didn't need to be a 20-minute flip match like you see today. Just gets the job done. 8 minutes.
That's all you need.
Bang, right up. It was a cool spot where they both went for
spears. I mean, if they could have connected heads, it would have been probably a game. I think Kurt would just hand it Kurt Angle the King of the Ring. Like, I don't think there'd have been a final.
But also, we forgot to mention DDP.
How the fuck can you forget that? So DDP kicks after the show. He's been stalking Taker's wife for weeks.
Make me famous.
And he has a front row ticket. So DDP sitting front row, waiting on the arrival of Taker. Up next. Wait, is this when did Taker come out? Was it not?
No, it was Taker came out.
I think Taker came out before the next match because it wouldn't make sense if Kane was wrestling.
I know what you mean. Yeah. And then DDP's in the front row.
I can't. Yeah. So I think it was after the Edge Rhino match. Where you get clips. There were several clips shown of someone actually stalking DDP. The camera cuts backstage.
No, but to me it was weird. Why was DDP taking it so bad?
I don't get it.
I think maybe he was ripping the piss out the whole thing. I don't know. But
Sarah's got a camera backstage, and she says, "Now it's time to make you famous." And then Taker's music hits. DDP gets into the ring. Taker comes down, no gloves on. Puts his gloves on, very slow walk.
And the pop for the gloves getting put on, like
I know, like see when he's putting the gloves on, it felt fucking big time. You know what I mean? It felt like, oh shit's about to go down, and it's just like fucking guy putting on a pair of gloves. Like you'll never get that sort of like reaction or feeling in wrestling today. Never. It's not possible. It's done. You know what I mean, the Young Bucks can do 20 million flips and break their neck 10 million times. They ain't going to compare to Taker putting on his gloves.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. So Taker gets in the ring, start brawling, and it's like real punches, you know what I mean? It's like actually selling. It's not this let's grab each other in the back of the neck and throw 50 punches quickly, you know, and none of that. So it's like DDP like seems to get the better of it, and then Taker takes over and sort of batters him. DDP tries to fight back, but Taker just kind of kicks his ass around the ring, around the outside of the ring, and then DDP makes a getaway. And that is the last we see of DDP tonight. So looks like he doesn't want to be made famous at King of the Ring, but maybe there'll be a certain WCW superstar making themselves famous tonight later on. Who knows?
Can you dig it?
So up next with the Dudleys. Spike's got a mystery partner for the tag team championship. He picks Kane. Kane comes out. Spike runs into the ring. Kane walks slowly, so Spike gets battered while Kane's still making his way into the ring.
No, it wasn't really smart for Big Spike, was it?
Decent match, some cool spots. Kane gets taken out towards the end. Spike goes for the Dudley Dog. Devon blocks it. 3D.
But
3D.
JR calls it
DDT.
And him was like, no, it's the 3D.
People are saying JR's fucked in 2020, man. The guy was going senile
I
in
couldn't give a
2001,
shit.
but he's still the greatest thing to ever live. You know what I mean? So
I mean, he just called Jake Hager. Swagger. You know what I mean?
think about oh my god, the Dinkin Dots are on fire. I don't fucking know, right? But I mean, JR talking about donuts is better than Michael Cole talking about the big dog. I don't care, any day of the week. But anyway, the Dudleys win. Then after the match, Kane gets in the ring and choke slams Bubba
through the
table, and then he carries Spike to the back. It looked like it could have been a tombstone, but he definitely carried him to the back. So
definitely,
but he could have tombstoned him on the outside of it.
When did Austin show up at Regal's office?
So we've got Austin. I mean, it's like between. Like, so far, I'm watching AEW, right? This is the third match, and it's just been match after match. Every match is led on to a match.
I know, it's a piss.
Like, see, every match was, like, broken up with a segment or something, do you know what I mean?
Austin comes in and uses Regal's old telephone dial-up.
I can't get a signal. He can't reach McMahon. He phones McMahon. McMahon needs to get to the arena before Austin's triple threat match where he defends the title, and Austin's faking out, and Tajiri's trying to touch Austin's phone, and fucking Regal gives him the death stare, and Austin gives him the death stare, and he gets his hands slapped away. And
look,
Jesus, mental. So there you go. McMahon is on his way to the arena via 80s telephone. Then again, suppose this is back in 2001. It's like even cell phones, they wouldn't have been. I mean,
but it doesn't surprise me that Austin has one.
See, when Austin was on about the connection, maybe he wasn't taking it.
I know.
It might not have been a gimmick. It might have been fucking real. It could have been. Maybe the connection was pish. But so anyway, up next we have Edge taking on Kurt Angle, King of the Ring final.
Before the match, he invites him to give up.
He says, like, we're friends, really. So
I don't want to break your neck.
You're my friend, so you should let me win because I'm going to win anyway, and I've got a match later on tonight with Shane. So do the right thing, Edge. I think I know you. Then he gets re-reference to the theme song, and then Edge starts barring him. Another decent match. Shane McMahon comes out again. He helped Angle earlier in the night. Is he going to help him again? No, because
why would he?
Because I mean, Angle winning this match isn't going to put him further in the tournament. This is the final. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to get the gold fucking medal. So Shane McMahon costs Angle the match. Edge wins.
I think you got to say, I think Edge is a surprise King of the Ring winner in 2001. No. I'd say is
definitely, but if you look at the people that were in the actual brackets, I mean, if you're going from the whole roster standpoint, yes, but I think if you look at the 16 people that were actually in the King of the Ring, I wouldn't say he's a surprise, but yeah, he wouldn't be the favourite. Like, but I mean,
to be honest, it makes more sense for Shane to screw Angle against Edge than like a Rhino. I think Rhino could have won it.
Yeah,
because he's been built up pretty strong.
So anyway, Edge wins. Edge is your new King of the Ring, and Angle isn't very happy. Up next, Jeff Hardy taking on. Oh no, wait, with Austin's. With Austin backstage, he's with what's the guy's name? Harvey.
I don't think it was him though.
Harvey Weinstein.
It was Harvey Wimpleman, but it was someone who looked like him. I think it was.
Fuck it.
Why would he be like backstage security? He's usually just walking about.
And he's like, you gotta get McMahon here. You gotta get McMahon to call me. So he gets him to go and wait on McMahon. And we go back to the ring. It's Jeff Hardy versus X-Pac Light Heavyweight Championship. This was a filler match, really. I didn't have any idea this match was happening. Apparently, Matt Hardy also fought just incredible on the pre-show as well. But I mean, this makes sense. I mean, it does make sense because the Hardys have been having a feud with X Factor for weeks now.
Guerrero as well.
Eddie Guerrero was there, but there was no. I don't think there was any mention of this match actually happening on the show. I don't know why. I mean, the fact that it would have made sense for them to announce this match beforehand.
Well, but see, it's a decent match. It's 7 minutes. It doesn't go 27.
I mean, exactly.
The two matches that go long, or the two matches that warrant it.
So anyway, Hardy, the two matches that were built up the most. So Hardy wins. He retains his light heavyweight championship. By the way, Matt Hardy also won earlier, so he's still European champion. Up next with Kurt Angle taking on Shane McMahon. Street fight, really good match.
WWF versus WCW.
Yep, and obviously WWE has to win.
Yeah.
Can't get to win. I mean, Jesus Christ, some big spots in this match.
Would you say match of the night?
I would say so. Like, even though the main event was really good, but I mean this massive gash for Shane McMahon. I'm not even sure what caused it. He went through. Well, I say went through. He went through the glass twice, but he got fucking
snapped
belly to belly about 10 times. I think the first time was because the first time they were definitely anticipating the glass breaking. So Angle goes for the overhead like fucking German belly to belly, and Shane just bounces off the glass and
That was
falls
the worst
on his
one.
head. Aye,
Because they thought it would break.
I think that's where all the blood came from, because it looked like he had a massive gash in the back of his head. And then he does it again, successfully goes through it. Then he tries it another 2 times through another side.
See, I never knew he did that.
No, then he just ends up having to toss him
I knew
through.
there was the other two.
Then Angle, at this stage, like Shane McMahon, blood everywhere. He's kind of lifeless. Angle puts him like
Glass stuck in both of them.
Angle puts him on a trolley and wheels him back to the ring. Shane McMahon gets his second wind. Looks like he's making a comeback. Right. No coast to coast in this match. But we did have a really cool.
I don't think he could have done it. Like,
we did have a really cool top rope angle slam. Angle using a board to like get him leverage so he could stand up on the top. And see the spring he got off the board. Fucking hell!
I don't know how could you.
It was mental. It was like a real. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Angle standing on this board. He like placed it between the 2 ropes in the corner, and it looks like when you stand on it, it would just tip over, but it didn't.
No.
And then it was like, I don't know, gave him like a mega boost, so he got about couple more feet in the air, so like a super duper angle slam off the top rope, and
1, 2, 3, the job is done.
Like, see, in 2020, this would have been a 1.5 count. Do you know what I mean? But it was a
1.5 count, but it was a fast count.
And it took Angle. Oh shit! The streams paused. It took Angle like a good 5-6 seconds to actually get into the cover, and it's still done the job. You know what I mean? But that makes sense. Like, see, if you can't kick it, but not like this is the first time I've ever seen this. See if you've seen like a top rope angle slam and they kick out of it first, it's like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
I know, maybe
like it's different. I think he hit one on Michaels at Mania. I think Michaels kicked it, and that's fair enough.
That's Mania, and plus that was like when they were beginning to do it.
You know what I mean? So, but I mean, it is what it is. Angle wins.
Great match.
Great match of the night, and this was actually over 25 minutes. So I think if you add up Angle's combined match time tonight, it was about 45 minutes, which is quite a lot.
He put in a shift. The wrestling machine.
I mean, what I would say, I think it would be harder to work 3 matches that take a combined 45 minutes than it would be to work the one. I know people are going to say breaks and stuff, but I disagree.
Yeah, it's 3 different opponents.
It's like, I think just coming out and going back and stopping and starting, I think it'd be a lot easier.
Definitely one of them was like this. Fucking bloody.
Like, imagine, like, see in a 60-man Iron Man match, I think it'd be easier just doing it in one go than having 20-minute matches to 3 20-minute ones, but I don't know. Yeah. My opinion. Right, main event. Austin goes out to the parking lot. He's still not there, McMahon, so Austin's freaking out.
He's near green.
Yeah, fucking is near
green.
I
need to hug him, man.
Comes to the ring and he ends up getting battered. He's trying to delay the start of the match, waiting on McMahon. McMahon's not there. Jericho and Benoit start beating up Austin, get him in the ring. They work together for like the first 5-10 minutes, but then obviously we know when one guy goes for the cover, the other guy isn't going to.
And they both actually managed to tap him out
at
the same time, but Hebner's not having any of it.
Now this has happened before, and they've crowned like double champions, or they've rung the bell and they don't know who's won, but
they weren't going to do that here.
I mean, Hebner could have did a screw job on somebody and just declared one of them the winner, or co-champions, but not here. So
you're a murderer, Benoit.
Austin begins to get a bit of momentum. He crawls to the outside, and the next minute some gangster runs in, some thug,
King Booker,
some guy for the streets, WCW star Booker T starts beating the shit out of Austin. Why? We don't know. Maybe he doesn't like bald people, and then he
scissors
kick, and then he puts him through the announce table. This kind of takes Austin out the game. You got Jericho and Benoit having near falls in the ring. Jericho then smartly, after Benoit's laid out on the floor, he gets Austin in the ring, try and beat Austin. But didn't really work. Austin kicked out. Austin, that's pretty much getting fucking left out here. Odd man out, pretty much battered. Benoit at the end goes for a big back suplex off the top rope kind of thing.
Aye.
Almost breaks his neck.
I think this is the match that injures him.
Well,
so this is probably where he did.
It kind of takes him out the equation, and then Austin, after the move's been done, Austin crawls over and gets the cover. So again, you know, it's like another a move that you probably wouldn't have expected to end the match, and because Austin took so long to get the cover, you maybe wouldn't have expected it. But do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
It's great. I mean, it's just a great story. Like, Austin wasn't expected to win this.
I know.
And he somehow manages to pull out the victory
out of nowhere. So, you know what I mean? Great.
Yeah, because I mean, they were pointing out in commentary that Booker T just went after him.
Yep.
Not the other 2 WCW associated guys, because if they won, they were going to defect.
So there you go. Everything made sense. Austin wins. Good match. not going to give it a star rating like Meltzer, but I'd say it was the second best match of the night.
And that's nothing to be ashamed of. So, brother, what's the rating out of 10? Is it going to be a 1 like we give the usual shit?
Nah, that's a good pay-per-view. I'm going to give this
That's
am I giving it on the execution of what they were given, or am I giving it on like just
whatever you think. Well, my logic is I don't think the King of the Ring before matches could have been booked better. Well, they could have been like, but I mean, I think it was more or less spot on. The DDP shit and Taker was great.
I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Keep in mind that apart from the 2 main event matches, the rest were just kind of
it was like mid-carders, but it just proves how much better it was here.
I like the DDP opening up the segment. I like
me famous.
And then Taker obviously coming out and battering him was good. And Austin, the backstage stuff we had waiting on McMahon. See, I liked all that. I know the King of the Ring matches were good. They were quick. I mean, not classics like, but what do you need? 8, 9, 10 minutes. I mean, that's what it is.
I mean, they can't expect. I mean, that's the thing. So they'd be expecting Angle to do a 30-minute match in each one.
So I mean, I like this. I mean, I like shows that are break. See, I think between the match, you need to have at least one backstage segment or something. So
they had multiple here. To keep
I like this.
I'd
I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because it just had. I mean, you got all these feuds, like obviously Spike's feuding with the Dudleys. You've got Team Wreck that are going at it. Shane McMahon, Kurt Angle. Austin, taking on Jericho and Benoit.
And the whole WCW angle.
I know, where's Fence
DDP Taker.
The WCW.
Legal Ty Jerry.
Do you know what I mean? Just so much good shit. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Match of the night, I'll give it to Kurt Angle Shane. The worst match of the night, I'd probably give it to Jeff Hardy X-Pac.
Not because it was bad, but it was the one that was less you just cared about the least.
I didn't really feel involved. I mean, yeah.
Good match. They got the job done, but...
That was alright, but I think the fact that this was coming after the King, it was in between the King of the Ring and the street fight, so it was a filler match. You know? That's probably maybe why that's why they didn't announce it beforehand, because it was just a filler match. But it did the job. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for me. What are you giving it?
I'll give it an 8 because I don't think it has it.
The undercard's not. I don't think the undercard was good enough to give it much more than an 8.
I mean, you've got to bear in mind here. There's no Rock. Triple H just got injured. And also the invasion isn't in full swing, and they are missing
no McMahon.
Yeah.
So
no Mick Foley, from the show.
Well, to be fair, we did get Billy Gunn at the time, but he was pretty pissed off.
I know. It's like, I don't care about the King of the Ring. I'm not in it.
So I mean, there you go.
No Big Show or test on the show either.
Yep. So I don't know.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.